Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode. Hold on, this thing is giving me an error. Why is that? Let me press this button again. It says I'm live on Periscope and I am live on YouTube, and I think I am now live on Facebook. Hi, guys. I don't know what that was. I've never received that particular glitch before, but how are you doing? It is Thursday, Thursday. Welcome to another episode of Topics After Dusk with your girl D. Lida is enjoying some marital bliss right now. So excited for her. Hey, Tamika. So Alita is with her hubby right now. Yes, Lida is married now. Yes. So excited. So excited. The nuptials were amazing. We had a good time taking pictures, got to see her live and in living color. It's been a minute since we've seen each other in person. So that was pretty cool. Pretty amazing. Yes, her wedding bliss. Awesome. Now, last night she was supposed to take a breather and she popped in. So I wonder what'll happen tonight. But I told her, do not be bothered with the show tonight. So let me make sure that all is well. Yes. All right. Oh, how are you guys doing? So, y'all know tomorrow night is Fated Friday. So, I'm going to pull this up, make sure that you guys are on, just glued to the tube, your phone, what have you. Let me see if I can get this thing on. Here we go. We will be on tomorrow night at 8. Don't be late. It is a date. It's going to be great. We have Miss Kanara Davis. She is going to join the broadcast tomorrow night to share her faith walk. And we are super excited to have her on. She turned this pandemic time into profit, and she put her faith to work. And I can't wait to hear her story. And I can't wait to have, to share this phenomenal woman. So make sure you tune in Friday night at 8. Oh, thank you. How you been, Serena? Thank you. This style is actually about to go away next week. It's been here for quite some time. So I'm going to get rid of it for a little while. I have a surprise on my look next week. So we're going to see how that goes. Excited. Drink some water. So Alita did me wrong, y'all. Since she's not on here, I'm gonna put on blast. I haven't had any sugar since October 2nd. One of the parting gifts that she gave was, what is it called? Nothing Bundt Cakes. If y'all know anything about Nothing Bundt Cakes, it are these buntinis that are just divine. It was pecan praline and red velvet, and she had forks in there that was all nicely and neatly wrapped. Gorgeous bag. I opened that bag and I said, "No, she." I didn't open it until I got home. It's funny I didn't open it when I was in the car in the garage, but got home, opened it up. I said, "I'll be doggone. We got some cake." My husband snatched up the pecan praline. Rude. So I had the red velvet cake. It was about this big around, right? About this high. I have now, mind you, I haven't had any sugar since October 2nd. I had some tonight. And what is amazing is it was so sweet. So sweet. And all I had was a fork full. And I tasted, I was like, oh my gosh, this is super sweet. Usually I could eat the whole buntlet. It was a buntlet, not a buntini, but it was a buntlet. I could eat the whole thing and not even bat an eye. But I took one bite and I was like, this is so sweet. When you stop doing things that you've been so conditioned to doing, your taste buds can change. Things can change. Like I've started drinking keto coffee again. And what's amazing is I used to have to put some stevia in there, some vanilla, cinnamon, all these different things. I put cinnamon in there, and then this keto creamer, and just the keto coffee. No sugar, no stevia, no artificial flavoring whatsoever. And it was great. It was great. So I am definitely turning a corner. Will I have some of those things? Absolutely, but I won't overindulge. And that's what this process. If you want to, know more about the process, go to purposeoffreedom.com. I talk about what I've been going through on my podcast, Fit to Freedom with the Dose of D. We've been talking about this whole lifestyle change, healthy habits, eating habits, and all of that stuff, what dietary transitions I've made. And now I'm in the process of adding some things back. And then I'll have my blood work done sometime next week. And hopefully within the next week or two, I'll be able to share the changes and what the results are at that time. All right, so I think I've gotten all of the preliminary things out of the way. We're going to continue the conversation about mind your money. Mind your money. Excuse me. So I want to start back off with, let me get this off my screen, with the statistics. I want to pull those up really quickly because I want to make sure that I get these numbers right. So if you've been on, we started the conversation on Tuesday, really on Monday, because it was all about inflation and getting to the right side of money. And some of the things that's keeping you from the right side of money is your mindset. So you have to be able to mind your money. Mind your money. So let's look at some of these statistics, and these come from a what do you call it? Research that was done, a study. That's I'm like, what is the word I'm looking for? A study that was done um, with. I'm gonna verify the number of people. I think it was like 1,100 people that it was done with. It was developed by the Decision Lab, and it was about getting the right mindset for money, the right money mindset. So I didn't see this part up here. It says the study showed that stress dominates the financial mind space of Americans. 77% of respondents reporting that they feel anxious about their financial situation. 77% of respondents. So chances are that can equate to a little more or a little less than all of Americans, right? 58% reporting that finances control their lives. Wow. 58% report that finances control their lives. It found that under the effects of stress, people are worse at saving and budgeting. They feel less in control. They are more impulsive in how they spend their paycheck and are less likely to agree that success comes to those who work hard. Wow, that's tough. So let's get into some more statistics. And this is mind blowing. If you haven't heard these before, oh my. If you resonate with any of these and you don't mind sharing, type a 7 in the chat. If you resonate with any of these that I'm about to talk about, type a 7 in the chat if you don't mind sharing, you know, your business. All right, so 58% of Americans feel that finances control their lives. Mm, you're controlled by finances. You have to work in order to pay. You have to work in order to pay the bills and these credit cards, and you're really just paying minimum, the minimum balance. Oh, really? She says, wow, every time I watch you, you're always talking about my situations. LOL. Jeez. I always hit you at the right time, I guess. But we have solutions for that. Americans are worried about their financial future. 68% worry about not having enough to retire. So you're spending so much time worrying that you're not doing something about it now. We have no way of controlling the future, but we have control over what we do now, right now, not what might happen 60 years from now or 30 years from now, because what we do now can affect what happens in 20, 30, 40 years. 56% of Americans stress or worry about keeping up with the cost of living. 45% worry about managing their debt levels. Financial stress impacts Americans in a variety of ways. 43% feel fatigue. Does money make you tired? The idea of money, does that make you tired? For me, I get excited. Now, there was a time that I used to stress about money because we were blowing money, eating out all the time, spending frivolously, and wasn't really saving anything. Well, we were saving, it would go into savings, and we would have to pull it right back out to cover expenses because we were living, we were just spending on any and everything that we couldn't show for it. But we took time and we just sat down and said, Mike and D, get yourself together, because if you keep going down this road, it's not gonna be pretty. Hey mama, how you doing? It will not be pretty. So, like I said, 43% of Americans feel fatigue. 42% of Americans find it difficult to concentrate at work because they're so concerned about the money. And if you can't concentrate at work, you might get fired, and then you won't have any money coming in. And it's just going to be a perpetual cycle that you need to work your way out of. 41% of the Americans say money finances interferes with their sleep. Are you having sleepless nights over money? What are you going to do about it? You are in control. You're going to have to sit down and say, look, put your big girl panties on, put your big boy drawers on, and say, here's where we are. What is coming in? What is going out? What can I get rid of? What is a luxury at this moment in time? Sometimes you have to do something different to get the results that you want. You got to be radical with it. I wanted some results in my health. So what did I have to do? I stopped. I I was doing supplements and stuff, but there was something other than supplements. Yes, I love food. I love to eat good food, Cajun food, Louisiana food, but I had to take a moment and remove certain things. Sugar, bread, all kind of gluten, starch, different kinds of meat. I even stopped eating seafood for a little bit. And y'all, if y'all know me, y'all know I am a seafood fanatic. So, but I got rid of all of that to just focus on some lean meat. I did still eat salmon, but it was like shrimp and crawfish. I laid low off of that. And so, can y'all see the changes? I'm gonna have to look back at some old film, old videos, and look at my face. Even when I first got my hair done, when it was, up like this, there's some changes. But it's gonna take sacrifice. If you want something to change, it will definitely take sacrifice. Now I got this all. There we go. It's gonna take sacrifice. And you're gonna have to say no to the extra. Let's see. And I think yeah. So when you're stressed, you are less likely to save. You're not going to plan your spending. You won't even make a list when you're shopping, and you won't be able to plan ahead for unexpected costs. We've been on this roller coaster journey with our finances for quite some time, but there was something that happened a year ago that said, Michael and I both sat down and were like, we really need to get it together. So we were like, we've got to be good stewards of what God has given us, and we have to have something to show for it. And so we sat down and said, this is what we can do. We have just about reached our goal. We know we have a few more months left, a few more weeks left in this year, and we will reach our goal. And we're able to finance Christmas personally, not with borrowed money. And Christmas is not going to be nothing extravagant. It's going to be something that we can all enjoy, and you guys will be able to see the process as the weeks continue. I will share what that's going to be at a later time, but it does have something to do with the outdoors. So super excited about that. So mind your money. This is part 3 of a trilogy, so to speak. We talked about some things on Monday. You can go back and watch that replay. We talked about some things yesterday, and today we're going to bring this on home and share the last few points. So, point number 7, go from problem to solution oriented. And that brings me to say, I have not even introduced myself, so to speak. Um, and let you know who I am and what I bring to the table. My name is Darlene Anthony, better known as D here on the program. I am the founder of Purpose to Freedom and co-founder of Freedom Growers. We are helping families to discover a growth mindset while building confidence, one solution at a time. We are mentoring minds to appreciate critical thinking skills while building knowledge and confidence. So to go from problem oriented to solution oriented, what does that really mean? Well, if you focus so much on the problem, that brings a negative connotation to what's going on. You're thinking of it negatively, like, oh my God, that's just a problem. When you hear the word problem, what do you think of? Like, oh God, that's just an issue. But if you say, I want to look, there's a solution that I can find that will help me out with this situation. And you're going to try to come up with some strategies, some ideas. You're going to then take action because you won't be caught up in the problem. You'll be searching for a solution. It's just that little tweak of a word, because then you're asking yourself, okay, what can I do? I know there's something that can be done to get me out of this situation. There has to be a solution. When you say there's a solution, that means you have solved the problem. There's something out there to solve the problem. So you're trying to find those particular strategies. instead of being overwhelmed with the actual problem, because the problem brings about anxiety. Indeed, it does. It's it's almost like a manipulation, word manipulation. You're going from problem to actually solution. What what solution can fix this issue? I know there's a solution out there. So go from problem to solution oriented. It will change your whole perspective of everything, because you can get caught up in the problem, caught up in the details, and then what's happening? You're like the hamster wheel, or the hamster in a hamster wheel, just spinning, spinning, and going absolutely nowhere. Point number 8, keep your goals in front of you. Do you even know what they are? What are you pushing towards? Do you want to get a house? Do you want to pay off your debt? Do you want to save up to, shoot, $500, $1,000, $20,000? Where you have to start somewhere. Write down the goals. Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision, make it plain. Though it tarry, it will not tarry. It may not come when you want it, but it will be right on time. So you got to keep those goals right in front of you. So you can write it down on a sheet of paper. You can get, and well, I have this little phone right here. You can get an index card and write down your goals on the index card, and you keep them with you. And I think this was in The Strangest Secret. In The Strangest Secret, it says, so put your goals on a card. And in the morning, you read it. In the evening, you read it. And you work towards those goals. If you're more focused on your goals, you won't be focused on the problem, because those goals should be a solution to whatever it is that you may have going on. I'm sorry, I'm looking at these notes right here. So you can pop them up on sticky notes. I usually have some sticky notes right here too. All I have is, I don't know why these are here. All I have is these little popsicle sticks. But stick them on your wall somewhere so that you see them all the time. Wherever you go, in the bathroom, on the mirror, say, hey, I'm going to be debt free in 2 years. I'm going to pay off this in this month, or I'm going to do this month. It's in your face all the time, because you may not say them, but if you see them, it will be in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious is picking up, because so much data is coming in. There's so much data that you encounter on a daily basis. And so even you see it, so it's going into your subconscious. It's in your subconscious. So you feed yourself those goals. The subconscious doesn't know if it's real or fake, if it's true or false. All it knows is that it is. And so if you're telling it those goals all the time, guess what? It's going to seek out how to get to those goals. It's going to say, okay, I'm supposed to be doing X, Y, and Z. So, because that's what I keep seeing. So I need to do that. And it's going to come to you. It will come to you. So keep your goals in front of you. And this next point, people be like, oh no. Hey, Miss Jennifer, yes, that subconscious is definitely strong. It never sleeps. It is on 24/7. So be careful what you're feeding it. Be careful what you're feeding it. You may be consciously competent or unconsciously competent, doing things and you don't even realize it. For instance, have you taken a route so many times that you're driving And the next thing you know, you're there and you wake up, so to speak, and you're like, how in the did I fall asleep? How did I get here? Your subconscious has taken over. You were off into it was almost like a trance because you've been that way so many times. If you like, I took a new route today to go to the wedding. And so I have to be aware of my surroundings because I'm driving a new route that I haven't driven in a while. So I got to be cautious. And with construction going on, you got to do the 10 and 2. Your hands are on the wheel and you are peeled. Your ears, your eyes are awake and aware of what's going on. And you're like, okay, they drive differently over here. Baby, if you're in the Dallas area, 635 is not like any other street out here, any other highway. 635, you have to make sure you are focused and in tune with what's going on around you, because otherwise it's going to end not so great. My mama said, yep, be knocked out consciously, but the subconscious is guiding you through. You're taking in the information, but it's like, this is so familiar to me. I know where I'm going. I can do this in my sleep. And technically you are asleep, though you're awake. Yep, all the time. Girl, yes, thinking about the to-do list. What I've noticed when sometimes I could be driving and I don't even have the radio on, but I got a song playing in my ear all the time. She says 635 is the devil. Yes, indeed it is. Crazy. And it seems like construction is all around us. Putting these express lanes in here and traffic is not even getting any better. Mom said Dallas traffic drives me nuts. Yeah, it is not for the faint. It's not for the weary. A hot, hot mess. Houston is worse. Oh, and LA. Oh my gosh. So keep your goals in front of you. Make sure you know where you're going. What's the end game? Are you do you want to see something tangible now, or are you working towards a future? Because if you're worried about the future, that means you're not doing anything about it now. You're not doing anything about it now. Excuse me. This next part kind of goes with 8, because you can't always keep them to yourself. Your goals. Share your goals with people who might have similar goals. Why is that? Now, you can't tell everybody your goals because then they're going to feel some type of way. And the way 2020 is rolling, so many things are being revealed. True nature, true feelings are being revealed. Who you thought was with you is really not with you. They're just trying to see what you're doing and talking behind your back or whispering or having some kind of ill feelings or jealousy or envy, something. So be careful of who you actually share your goals with and make sure they have similar goals and they're going in the same direction that you are going, and that they're not going to um, try to outshine or um, sabotage your goals or even steal your goals. Baby, that wasn't even your goal. Why? Now all of a sudden it's your goal. But just make sure that you have somebody that you want to share those goals with that will help push you to your goals. It might not even be their goal, but their goal is to make sure that you um, accomplish your particular goal. There's nothing wrong with that kind of friend either. Yep, you have to be careful. You have to be careful. Let's see. Like Mama said, there is enough room, enough to go around for everybody. Absolutely, absolutely. That's why when I shared my health goals, I don't think I've broadly shared my financial goals, but they're out there. It's all about building a legacy that I might not be able to see, but I definitely want to make sure that what I do now will impact future generations, my kids, their kids, and their grandkids, and on down to where they're going to know that there was great grandmama, great great big mama, whatever they call me by that time, D, and all the stories that they're gonna tell. My boys gonna be like, yeah, she used to sit in front of this computer and talk with this girl Lida, and they would be always talking about finances and solution and trading and getting your money right and being on the right side. And then they got us to getting involved into this trading, and we buying stocks and we making money. It's like I can do all this on my phone. Yeah, my mama was doing all of that, baby. Yeah, grandma was doing that. And here we are. Leave a legacy. You will leave a legacy one way or the other. It's either going to be a legacy of turmoil, debt, financial stress, or financial bliss, where you're not a part of that. Let me get my numbers together. A part of that 68, 67% of people, 68% of people that not having enough money to retire. That won't even be the issue. That will not even be the issue. That stress. We're not going to stress about money because money flows easily and effortlessly. It flows. I don't have to worry about money. Money is a worker. It's going to work for me. Gone are the days for really working for money if you know the money game. It's just a game. Once you learn the rules of the game, game over. They've kept the rules away from us for so long, away from us for so long. But now, in the day of information overload, there's no reason for anybody to be stressed about money. No reason for anybody to be stressed about money, worried about a future when you can take care of that today. Yes, ma'am, speaking it into existence. Absolutely. Speak those things as though they are, even though they are not at the time. I got to see it in my mind's eye before I see it with my natural eye in order to see it come to pass. See it before I see it to see it. Always the goal. So share your goals with like-minded people that will be heading in the same direction, not your haters. And you should be able to by now tell who your haters are because 2020 has definitely revealed a whole lot of haters and even some congratulators. There are some people that's out there that are really for you, that's going to help you reach that particular goal. And you should be able to decipher who that is. Who that is. Make a rich circle of people that's going to make it easier to reach your goal. A circle of people that will help you reach your goal. And last but certainly not least, number 10. Number 10. And this is interesting because without trying, I did this today. Just being me. Do something kind for someone. So, as you know, I'm a teacher. I'm at a junior high school now. I taught high school for 13 years and had the bright idea last summer to take this position at a junior high. And it hasn't been so bad. So I went to my supervisor's lead teacher's classroom. I forgot why. Oh, we were talking. So she said, come with me. So I'm just walking with her. And there's a young man that was in there. And the counselor was there because I was like, oh, because the counselor is usually at the bus door that Jalen and I walked through, and I said, "Oh, he must be doing schedules because my oldest boy, Mr. Jalen, made the basketball team for the school. He tried out and he made the team. Yay, yay, yay! So he's on. He'll be playing basketball. So, but that means I'll be Uber again. But it's okay. It's not outside. It'll be inside. So that's good. Baseball is done. Soccer is done. So we'll be trying our hand at at basketball. But anywho, so when I went to my lead teacher's classroom, the counselor was there with another young man, and he had one of those containers, probably this big, with some hair cream. And so as soon as I walked in, he was like, "Oh my God, Miss Anthony, can you um, put this on his hair? Do you know how to do this?" Like, yes, I know how to do this. So I asked him, and he's special needs, and so have to be gentle and stuff because not touchy feeling and feely and all of that stuff. But I took the hair cream, rubbed it on my hands, and started putting it on his hair, and because his hair was dry and brittle like. So I started doing that and rubbing it on his hair. And the whole time that I'm doing it, I'm just being me. I was like, "Oh man, look at that! Your hair is coming to life, honey." I said, "Do you sleep on your back?" And everybody else was around because they were not us. And I'm sorry, but they weren't. And they were like, "How can you tell?" I said, "Because it's dry back here." And you could tell he doesn't tie his hair up or anything. And so I'm rubbing it and you can see the life coming back to his hair. Curls were popping. I was like, "Oh my gosh, look at how your curls are popping." And oh, look at this shine. And so I turned around to the front and it was a little dull around his edges. So I said, "Do you mind if I put some on the front of your hair?" And he was like, "Yes, you can do that." And so I got some more and put it on there. I said, "Oh my goodness." I made a big deal out of just something it seemed so simple to me. But the counselor said that you have no idea. That made his day. I have never heard him hold a conversation or feel comfortable enough with somebody else. Like he will talk to me, but he don't really talk to anybody else. But we were holding conversations. I asked him if he knew my son Jalen, and because I don't know why I asked him when he had PE. I guess to ask him if he knew Jalen. So I said, "Well, when is your PE class?" And he was like, "Fifth period." I said, "Oh, my son is in fifth period. His name is Jalen." And he said, "Is he like this skinny kid?" I said, "Well, yeah, he's rather small." And as I was saying, talking about him, Jalen walks up. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I know him." And so the counselor at lunch, he was like, "You just have no idea. You made his day. His mom is not able to do that for him. And the way that you were just affirming him and saying, how his hair was and that you love his curls. I mean, I was being dead serious. It's just who I am." And we were talking about Thanksgiving, and I said that we have turkey and ham. He was like, "Why do you need turkey and ham?" I said, "Well, some people eat turkey and some people eat ham." And we just had this conversation and stuff, and it was just fun. And do something kind for someone. It won't hurt. It's not going to hurt you to be kind to somebody else. They're not taken away from anything. When you're able to shift the focus off of you so much and onto somebody else, that can help change your mindset. Hearing that, I did that and went on about my day. The assistant principal told the principal and was saying, "Oh my God, Miss Anthony did X, Y, and Z." And I'm like, I wasn't doing that for any accolades. I just did it. They asked me to do it. I'm there. I'm capable. I know what I'm doing. So I did it. nothing out of the ordinary. I said, hey, you want it done? You asked me to do it, then you must have really trusted me to fool with this boy's hair. Because who don't do hair is me, but I can sure put some cream on it and spruce it up like this because that's all I did. I ain't had no comb, I ain't have no brush. It was just these little fingertips, my hand, and just putting that cream on there, rubbing it in. And I think it was the sense of touch that helped, the affirmations that he probably don't get to hear from anyone, just that motherly type of attention that so many kids unfortunately crave. So many kids crave that. So, the next time that you feel overwhelmed by a financial decision, shift gears. See what you can do to help somebody else. Because there are so many other people that have their own challenges, their own situations that are worse off than you. And just know that you are not alone. There is somebody else out there that is trying to get to where you are. So you may be someone that can help find a solution. Don't bring the problems, find a solution. I hope that this broadcast has shed some light on some things, that this series has really blessed you, has given you something to even consider. I'm going to do a quick run through of each of the points. I'm not going to overextend or go off into the deep for each one, but I just want to bring those points back in remembrance or to your remembrance. Make important decisions under low stress, because when we're stressed, we will go bananas. Focus on value, not feature. Value, because we will go overboard over meaningless things. Is it going to bring me value? Will I value what I'm doing, what I'm purchasing 5 years from now? Or is this just something to have in the now? Use goal directed accounts, an account for a house, account for your car, an account to play, to go on vacation or do something fun with. Have these different accounts that has goals attached to them, not just, oh, I got $100 extra, I'm just going to put over here. Well, what are you going to use it for? Because inflation will eat that little $100 up if you don't have nothing for it to do. Don't punish yourself for the past. It's done. It's over with. It ain't even there no more. It's a memory. Do something about it now. Don't dwell on it. Number 5, use the good times to shift your habits to support your mindset change. When things are going good, use that to support, okay, I'm doing something that is helping to change my mindset. It may hurt a little bit because it's something that you're not used to doing. You have to be focused because it's not a habit. Create the habit. And then it becomes a part of who you are. It'll be your mindset. Focus on what you can control instead of what you can't. You cannot control the future. Your future is a direct variation, direct something of what you're doing right now. What you did 5 years ago is what you're receiving right now. What you were doing last year is what you're receiving right now. So if you want something to be different, you have to do something different now. Go from problem to solution oriented. Be solution oriented, not problem driven. That's a negative mindset when you're problem driven. Have a positive mindset. I'm going to find a solution to get to my next level. Number 8, keep your goals in front of you. See them, say them, write them down. They have to be a part of who you are so that your subconscious is really looking for those solutions and trying to make sure that you get to that goal. Number 9, share your goals with people who might have similar goals and that will work in cahoots or have that synergistic energy to help you reach your goals as well as theirs. And last but not least, remember that it's not all about you. Do something kind for someone else. It will help to relieve you of your stress and you will feel so much better because you've put a smile on somebody else's face. Let's see these comments real quickly. Well, hey, Lida, you ain't even supposed to be by nobody's phone on no. What is you doing? Thank you, love. Why is she even on here? She's supposed to be enjoying her husband right now. Girl, get off this live. All up in my live. No, just playing. But yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you so much, Mama. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. Oh, I haven't even changed the broadcast. I'll be putting in the reminder when I'm done with this. Let me put her name in here, Miss Kanara Davis. She will be on tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned for the reminder. It'll be up in just a few moments after this broadcast. Click on it, get the reminder, and when we hit that go live button, you will get notified so you can get in the room. Make sure you have your pen and your paper ready because I know she got a word for us tomorrow night. So let me show you her pretty picture again. Oh, I think I closed out of it. I did. I closed out of it, but you'll see it on the reminder. So be here tomorrow night. Yes, hashtag Faith It Friday. We have a blast. If you have not had an opportunity to be on to be in the room during Faith It Friday, you are missing a treat. You are definitely missing a treat. We do have a free community called Growth to Freedom. Get in there if you want to know more about the solution that we have for your financial stress. Get in my inbox and say, hey, I need that solution. We are here for you, ready to help you cultivate your money. My name is Darlene Anthony, and I am your #1 money mindset maven. I'm here. We are here to help you discover a growth mindset while building confidence, one solution at a time. You guys have a great Thursday evening, and we will see you tomorrow night for Faith It Friday. We got a date tomorrow night at 8. It's going to be great, 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 great with Miss Kanara Davis. Have a good evening. See you guys tomorrow.